first of all, where are you from?
Originally, or where do I live now?
Originally, where were you born? And how long have you lived in New York?
Do you want my original address too?
Excuse me?
Do you need my
Excuse me?
original address as well?
No, I do not, and don't get smart.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't like it.
I was born in Cincinnati,
No.
Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. What's the
Correct.
population of Cincinnati, Ohio, my friend?
These days, I think it's about 600,000.
600,000.
Correct.
Now you move to the big city, 8 million people. Wow.
About 8 years ago, for the record.
5 years ago, that's it?
8 years ago.
8 years
Thank you.
ago. Okay, so you're a newbie. Let me explain something to you. You claim car dependence.
That's correct.
That's right, because
Yes.
you've only lived here for 8 years. You don't know a thing about New York or how we work. Okay? How dare you come to this panel with your so-called expertise and kill car people? Car people are murderers? I mean, look, what did you lay out? Because actually I was cracking up. You actually made me laugh.
I saw.
Okay, this is not Amsterdam. This is New York City.
I didn't
Take
say
a
it was.
back seat because you have no idea what you're talking about. Next, you. I'm going to go with you. And I'm going to go with
Do I
this.
get an opportunity to respond?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Sir, all right, 1 second.
I have a...
Council member, 1 second.
Okay, sorry.
I don't like my hearings going like this.
Okay.
I like people to have respect. So what we're
That's
going
right.
to do moving forward, council members are going to direct their questions to a panelist. The panelists are going to have a short response, and then council members could redirect.
And tell them
But
to have
everyone's
respect for
going
the
to
council.
have respect for each other. You could start the council members' time over again, all right? Mr. Jackson, you could respond to the council member, and then council member, you could proceed with your next
Thank you,
question,
Council.
please.
Thank you.
Presently, I'm a District 39 resident. I live in Park Slope. I live very close to the 2-3 train. I also live right across from a parking lot that has approximately 15 spaces. Consider this. All of you could be my neighbors. This podium could be my neighbors. The first row could be my neighbors, and yet we have parking there. I would love to see you be my neighbor, Councilmember Paladino, so that you can also
You're
live
sweet.
close to the train too. I'd offer for your district, I came to the school in your district, which you wrote the letter of support for their school street. I took the 7 train to the end of the line, and then I took the bus to your district. I understand the context. So yes, I might be a relative newbie to not having been born here or not having lived here, but so many other people that are testifying today want to live in New York City as well, regardless of whether they were born here or if they moved here more recently than not. So yes, to answer some of your questions, I'll cede the time. I don't have anything further to say.
Thank you. Council member, you could direct your question to someone else. Please, no clapping.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You could direct
I
your
could do-
next
oh,
question.
thank you. Okay, you came to my district when I closed that one street,
That's correct. It was roughly last day
but
of
in
school.
College Point.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, because I do believe in all of that. However, when you come after cars and people who need them to get around, you were in my district, it took you a while to get around, did it not?
Yes, and guess what? It would have been a lot faster to get there if the bus had not been backed up by vehicles, and there were other many working class neighbors in your district
Look,
that were
when
on
you
the bus
live in-
with me both to and from.
Jackson, when
Yes.
you live in a residential area such as we do, we need our cars to go to the stores, to buy our food, to go to do our banking. We need our cars. So City of Yes is, we've got a lot of different issues here. Right here today, we have seen an amazing amount of people with a great many needs. That everybody is different. We sit here, we listen to my friend here, the artist, who discussed how
wrapping up,
important
Councilmember.
Gowanus is. It is terribly important to maintain that historic part of New York City. You are indeed the fiber of New York City. You are part of it. My family, too, comes from artists, so I understand that.
Thank you, council member. Time's over. Next.